So if you guys need a foam roller, you can grab it. If you don't have one at home, it won't be long. We're just doing a couple exercises here. All right, so come on down to the ground. You're gonna put your foam roller at your upper back, keeping your hips down on the ground. You're gonna take your arms over your head. Make sure you don't flare your rib cage. So you're gonna rock up and down along the upper back. Again, we're not arching back over the foam roller. And then try and reach your arms over your head to get that full shoulder opening. And now we're going to do some work into the lat. So you're going to take your foam roller right underneath your armpit on the ground. You're laying on your side. And you're just kind of moving a little bit forward and backward to see if you can find a little bit of a tender spot. And then you're just going to hold on that area. Just breathe. Try not to hold your breath or tense more. Take your bottom arm, reach it back so it's even with your ear over the head. And then change to the other side. So you're on your side with the foam roller under the armpit. Just moving around a little bit till you find something in there that feels a little bit tender. And then we're gonna hold it on. Take that bottom arm, if it's in front of you, and try and reach it back and turn your palm up towards the ceiling. All right, good. Last thing, you can do this with your roller, but if you don't have it, you can also do this. We're gonna do a lat stretch. So with your roller, you're gonna bring your wrist just above the wrist onto your foam roller. If you don't have a foam roller, you can do this with your arms on the ground. Your hips are kind of in a child's pose, and you're gonna press your arms down into your roller. Bring your ears in between your arms and push down. Your arms should be, try and get them like the distance of the roller, so not too narrow. You should be feeling a stretch now underneath the armpit. Really push down, so don't let the elbows bend if possible. Keep those arms straight. Last breath here. And then we'll set the foam roller off to the side. We're gonna do, this can be called a few things, page turners. Open the book. You're gonna lay on your side with your knees bent, arms stacked. We're gonna open up, reach up and over, and then bring it back. Reach up and over. Inhale back, exhale over. If you want, you can take that bottom arm, press it down onto your top leg to make sure your hips don't rotate. It should deepen the stretch a little bit. Last one. Roll to your other side. Stack your knees, stack your arms, and then exhale and open. You can bring your hand again on top of that thigh as a way to help root it down so your lower body doesn't move. One more. All right, good work. Roll over. You're gonna come into a plank position. You're gonna walk your hands to your feet. Stand all the way up. Bring your hands to the ground. Walk out, inchworm. Hands to feet. stand, I want you to try and keep your legs as straight as you can as you walk out. As straight as you can as your hands come back with a tiny bend in the knees. You got 3 more to go. Walk it back. Push into the ground with your hands. 2 more. All the way out to plank. On this next one, you're going to hold into a downward facing dog. So make a V shape with your body. Now we're going to shift forward to plank. Bend the elbows halfway. Straighten the arms. Try and keep your thighs off the ground. Thighs off the ground. Lift it back. 4 more. Forward to plank. Bend the elbows. Press it up. Take it back. Good. 3 more. Shoulders back and down. You're keeping your hands flat. Hands are flat on the ground. Last one. Keep going. All right, good work. We're going to move into a dynamic pigeon pose. So loosening up the glutes and hips. From a plank position or like a down dog, you're going to pull your shin forward, pause and sink into the stretch, lift it up, and switch. So your hands will stay on the ground. Hold for a couple beats there before you rush out so you can really get that opening sensation. You're bringing your knee to just outside your wrist. To the other wrist, okay. That's it. Other one, Amrita. That way, yeah. 1 more on each side. 1 more on each side. And then you're going to meet me on hands and knees. So tabletop position. We're going to do fire hydrants now. So we're going to go, but we're going to make a circle. You're going to go out with your knee, around, and up. Out and around. Up, out, and around. Keep your knee bent. We have 5 each side. You want to start to feel the hip and the glutes working. Switch sides. First you're going out, up, and down. Out, up. Try and keep your arms straight and your core stable. Shoulders down out of your ears. Last one. Good, land your back now. Ooh, this is hard with the mask up. All right, we're gonna do some leg crossovers. So you're gonna lay on your back, lift your right leg up, arms to a T. You're going over to the left and back up. Just right side first. We've got 8. Try and push the arms into the ground. Exhale as you cross it over. 4 more. Try and go all the way. Let that hip roll if you need to. 3, good. 2, 1, and then we'll switch. So left leg up, right leg down, arms up, rotate, bring it back. Nice big stretch to the outer hip. So kind of coming to the end of the warm up mobility, we're going to do a twisting reverse lunge. So what you're going to do, you're going to step back, reach up and over towards your front leg. You should feel a stretch through the front of your hips and your abs. So you're going to step back, reach and turn towards that front leg, step up, step back, bend your back knee. That's it. So both knees are bent. The more you pull your arm up and back, the deeper the stretch. Try and turn your chest, Megan. There you go. That's it, good. So there's a slight twist of the torso, up and over to the side. One more each side. So that's all the real feel-good stuff. The next part is feel good in a different way. So I'm going a little off course here. We're going to do something a little different. We're doing a side plank exercise and then a single leg balancing. So you're going to come down on your forearms. You're going to stagger your feet and you're going to roll to side plank. Now, I'm trying to roll my shoulders and hips together. Roll, bring it back. You're going to do 8 and switch. One side at a time. So your shoulders and hips are moving together. Roll. We have 2 as well today. Roll your feet too. There you go. Your feet are rolling with your hips and shoulders. I like to just keep my other arm kind of close to my shoulder, so I'm not extending it. I'm keeping it bent. That helps me to not reach my arm back really far. When you finish 8 and 8, stand up. Next one we're going to do is single leg balance. So you're going to stand on your left leg. You're going to hinge forward, bend the knee, reach to your big toe, stand up. Reach your knee up, 90 degrees. Touch your toe, bending through your knee. Stand up, reach your opposite arm all the way up. 8 on each side. You're touching your big toe, bending your knee up. Then opposite arm, opposite leg. So your left arm will touch your right toe. Bend your knee, bend your knee. Good. Try and reach your arm up all the way on top. Pull your thigh to 90 degrees. Your knee is bent as you go down. Opposite arm in the bottom. So your arms are pushing. The bottom, your left hand touches your right toe. That's it. Eight on each side. 8 on each side. Don't keep your knee locked out in your deadlift. Your leg straightens at the top when you stand, but on the way down, the knee bends. After you finish this set, the only thing you'll need for the next set is a band. we're gonna do a glute series. Yeah. I'm gonna show you the 3 exercises and then you guys will start. So you can do it in place. I know most of us, even if you're at home, don't have a ton of room. So we're gonna do a lateral band walk. You have 20 each way. So you're gonna have a little bend in your knees. You can either take 1 or 2 steps. So you're going all the way to 40. When you do this, you're not bouncing your hips or taking a large step out. My knees and my feet should stay pointing together, and you want to keep your core engaged. The banded cha-chas are second. You're going to bend down into a squat. You're stabilizing with one leg as you go out and back with the other. You don't want to let your knee pull in with the band. You have 20 on each side, so you're going out and back. And then lastly, you're going to do the B stance glute bridge. So you're coming down on your back. You can take the band off one leg. One foot is flat, the other toe is down, but it's a supporter. You're going up. I want you to pause on the top. Drive, lower. Drive, lower. Then switch. The toe is down just for support. Everything is going through my right leg. You have 10 and 10. You have 3 sets. So, banded lateral walks. You have a total of 40. Your knees are bent and your feet are straight. Don't let your feet start to turn out. Good. Try and keep tension on that band the whole time. So with that strap, it's just going to be a very little step. Keep your knees bent a little bit more. Keep a little space in between your feet the whole time. There you go. Squat it down, touch it a little more. That's it, really good. So you're holding that squat. That's it. Good. That moving leg, when you get to the banded cha-cha, it's just tapping like an eggshell. You're stabilizing, and that other leg should be burning. Nice, Lord. Good. Watch that knee pull in right here. You don't have to move it out, man. You want to keep your foot through, not down. Yeah. The tighter your strap, the less your leg will move. So that's okay. Just know you might not be reaching as much. I have a green band on, so I didn't have a lot of resistance. After your cha-chas, you do 10 single leg bridges in that B stance. So 1 foot down. No weight. If you want to grab a weight, you can. Yeah. Good. Feel that hip totally extend before you bend it and lower down. Drive through your flat foot. Good. You want to focus on keeping those hips stable. Take 60 seconds. Yeah, we got 3 rounds. Bring your feet a little closer. Yeah. Okay. So one foot's just kind of there to support. So like this foot has like 20% of the weight. I'll show you in a second. So I'm just here so it's not a full single leg group. So I'm focusing on this leg that's down and this hip. And this other leg is just like a little support expand. Okay. That makes sense then? Yeah. So not quite such a big step. You don't want your foot to go out past your knee. So small steps, keep tension on your band. This, yeah. This one's a little newer, so it's not. Try it, see what you think. I have to reach your foot out. So if you look in here, you're kind of moving quickly, your foot going faster than you want. So you want to focus on pushing your knee out. Not how much I can step. You're pushing your band. The whole time, pushing out the band. Pushing out the band. Right? So you don't want your foot to go out past your knee. Yeah. If you rush through the banded walks and do them wrong, you'll just keep reinforcing bad mechanics. So you're keeping tension on your band the whole time. It's very small steps. The looser the band, the bigger you can step. So squat down more. Yep. There you go. Good job. Good. Yeah. The tighter the band, the more fun you're having today. So during your glute bridge, you should feel one side and then the other side. Good. Time, huh? Don't let that leg hold this leg. Already and watch for your foot kind of rolling in. That's it. So from the floor up. Take 60 seconds before you start your third round. All arms and core after this. All arms and core after this. Watch look in the mirror, your knees are staying inside your feet. You want to push out your band. Keep your feet straight up. Yep. Straight. Small step. Good. Push your knees into that band. Really. And push out. Feel that? Yeah. Yeah, that's stress tight. Yeah. We're almost there. Squat it down a little bit. There you go. You can't, don't brace. Don't keep your hands here. You can just hold here. To the side and back. With a tight band though, you won't. Good work, guys. We are almost there. Find tension. Step bigger, you're starting to rock. Walk your feet. Keep that foot nice and straight. Good job. When you finish, we'll want a set of dumbbells for hammer curls. Take breaks when you need it. Extend those hips. Kind of shake them out. No, get some 12 and a half or something. Yeah. Yeah. Woo. Only as heavy as you make it seem. After you finish that set, remember, squeeze and pause at the top before you lower. Feel that your hip fully extends, squeeze the glute, and then lower it down. Good job. We're moving slowly into arms and core soon. You'll want a set of weights to do hammer curls with. Hammer curls next. So we'll start in the next 60 seconds. We have 3 exercises, hammer curls. So hammer curls are palms facing in, thumbs up. We have narrow push-ups. So you're gonna bring your hands together like this. You're gonna lean your hips forward. When you get to the bottom, your elbows should be over your wrists. If you have an elevated surface and you want to use that, you can. Then lastly, you'll take one of your dumbbells. If it's too light, grab something heavier for skull crusher. On your back, bend, try and get all the way to the floor and extend. Bend, extend. All right, you've got 10 hammer curls, 10 narrow push-ups, and 12 skull crushers. All right, when you're ready, go ahead and get started. 10 hammer curls, arms are by your side, thumbs up. Good. When you do that narrow push-up, you still want to hug your shoulders down and back. So don't let your shoulders shrug up. Nice, Janice. Good, Kelsey. Hands together, your 2 index fingers and thumbs make a triangle. Nice, Chelsea. Good work. Bring your hands down. Yep. There you go. Squeeze your butt tight. And then 10 skull crushers. You can use 2 weights if you don't have a heavy weight. So I'm going to bring your hands back a little bit. Instead of letting your elbows go way out to the side, I want you to try and tuck them in towards your side. So come forward. Just forward. That's it. There you go. There you go. Squeeze your butt nice and tight. That's it. You're going to bend your elbows. That's it. And now extend. Good. So this one you should feel your triceps. There you go. Good. How's that we do? Good. The triceps, extend the elbow. So you want to bend and then extend. We'll take 60 seconds. So make sure you take a break before you start again. If you don't, you're not going to be able to really get the full repetition in your next set. If you need to adjust any weights to make it work better, do that. Yeah, I don't know, like, still, yeah, 25% capacity max, over the 11, after 2. There you go. Good. Good. Push-ups are looking good. And if they're not quite yet, they come with time. Narrow push-ups are hard. We're trying to focus on recruiting more of the tricep, which are much smaller muscles. Take 60 seconds and then start again. Helps you kind of go a little deeper. Yeah, really let those dumbbells drop back. Good. You'll feel it like right up high in your armpit. That's what armpit. You're like, oh, shit. I didn't know that. Yeah, it got so high. It's right here to catch it. Covered with muscles. You just have to build them. That's at 3 or 2? 2. 2? One more. Again, take that 60-second rest so you've got something in the tank for round 3. Good. Well, okay. Can you get through them all? Yeah. Come on. Yeah. No, you don't want to be comfortable. Comfortable won't get you much in the gym, unfortunately. It's better than nothing, but it might not change you at all. Yeah, if you're not used to that feeling, it's not always pleasant. You're building up though. Yeah. Yeah. Good job. Keep pushing. Keep pushing. In about 60 seconds, I'll go over the next 4 exercises. So we got some people wrapping up here. Nice, guys. We've got an arm and core combo. Good. Get a little bit of water when you finish that set. I'm going to start going over the next 4. We have alternating bicep curls. So you'll have a set of dumbbells in your hand. This time, palm up. Again, don't use momentum, squeeze that muscle. Then you're gonna go into a front raise. You can use 1 or 2 weights. You're going right up to the shoulder. Then you're down on the ground for plank taps. High plank position, tap side to side. Finally, down onto the ground for Superman, lift and lower, lift and lower. Everything is 10. So a total of 20 alternating curls, 10 front raises, 20 plank taps, 10 each side, and 10 Supermans. All right. When you're ready, go ahead and get started. Alternating bicep curls. You want to make sure you're squeezing the muscle, not just moving your arm. Palm up as you curl. I mean, I don't know. They might be okay after. Yeah. Very nice. Good. Good tempo. You need to at some point switch to those. You can grab them. Yeah, it's okay. 10 front raises when you're done with your curls. Nice. If you have lighter weights, you can use 2. And if you have heavier weights, you might want to just use 1. So whatever works weight-wise.
Yeah, I was like, I'm so strong.
I would say 10 to 15 pounds for the front raise. It all depends. I mean, try it. You want to get to 10, so I'll get it down a little bit. Good. Plank taps and then Supermans. Don't rush, guys. Don't rush through anything. Very nice. Good. That's it. Now let's get some powder. Good. Right there. Nice. Take 60 seconds, guys. Give yourself that rest break so you can work appropriately in the next set. Nice. Yeah, lift the legs, good. Bring them a little closer together. That's it, good. Nice. Good. When you finish that rest break, you start your second set, alternating curls, one arm up and then all the way down, fully extend the arm, and then squeeze it up. Well, yeah, it does. I would use two the same way. These are 8. Unless you want one arm stronger than the other. Country, I was 135 pounds. All right. Chesting up over my head. Down straight. Good. Looking good, everybody. Your first class, you might be a little bit more sore, but it gets better over time.
I was sore
From the baseline.
but it was like all that
Squat. And rowing.
like,
Yeah.
and I stared like.
Yeah, I hear you. Lauren just started in group. She's doing some online health coaching. It's about the next class. And that's also his
Hi. Why do you have my name?
Good work, guys. You'll do your third set, and then we might have time for a little bit more. So yeah, great. Kind of identify those. There's a focus. Third set done? No. All right. If you're done with your third set, I'm going to tell you what's next so you can get started on it. And if you're still working, that's just fine. Take your time. I'll review it again. We're going to pull out the overhead press and the forward leaning reverse lunge. So you're going up overhead with a 3-second negative. 1, 2, 3, press. 1, 2, 3, press. For 10 reps. Forward leaning lunge. You have a slight tilt forward in that torso. We're going to go 10 back on each side. Okay, so it's not straight up. This is a more glute focused lunge. When you're ready, we've got about 6 minutes left till 11. So 10 presses, 10 lunges each side. If you're cashed out and you want to take 5 minutes to stretch, you can do that. I don't know if they ever have enough staff to kind of drop into that back leg more. Yeah. Well, because there's been so many posts about it that I think people have been like flooding them, and now, and I think they're closed Sunday to Tuesday. Yeah. So last night, it was like 6 when we went to place an order, and then I called on the line. Yeah. Yeah. You ever gone to Barbara right here? Yeah. Their burritos are fabulous. They just added them like more recently, I think it was after the weekend one. They have steak, al pastor, and so good. I don't know. From there, kind of Obviously, we're working out and talking about food at the same time. Typical conversation. Yeah. After you work out, you gotta eat. You can get a little deeper. There you go. Go over, even if you do a long way. You're doing a forward leaning, so you're gonna hinge forward a little bit, reverse lunge. 10 on one leg, 10 on the other.